What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Hope you guys are all having a great week so far. Today's video is going to be a 1 year or 12-month update on my Tesla Model 3. It's been honestly like maybe 11 months, I think, since I've gotten my Tesla. I've driven it just over 20,000 miles, and I want to give you guys an update on what my feelings are on the car after owning it for a year, some of the pros, some of the cons, and just talk a little bit about my specific Tesla. So for those of you guys that don't know, it is a 2021 Model 3 Standard Range Plus, basically meaning it is the base model, basically the cheapest model that Tesla can make. The only upgrade I did on this entire car was the white interior, which I am extremely happy that I actually did this. A lot of people were saying that I was gonna get dirty too fast. I will talk about that a little bit later. For those of you guys that are on the fence or maybe getting a Tesla and wondering the maintenance on white interior, it's very easy, and I'll show you guys some close-ups of the actual seats after a year. One thing I do want to note is I bought this car for $42,290 out the door, pretty much everything from dock fee to delivery fee, because they charge a delivery fee pretty much no matter what, I think, if you're getting it off the factory line. Like I said, just under 20,000 miles in a year, so I drive it quite a bit, and I did get it in Oregon, so I got a $2,000 EV tax rebate, basically just a check that Oregon wrote for me. I got it about 4 months ago for $2,000, which was really nice. So a lot of benefits to owning this Tesla. This is my only car as well. I used to have an AMG GTS. I sold that. The only regret that I have about getting a Tesla is I wish I got the Model Y. Now Model Ys are much more expensive, and I have this now, so it doesn't make as much sense. But let's get started. We're gonna start with the pros of this car. There's a lot more positives and negatives, I would say. I actually have a list right here stuck to my steering wheel. So after owning it for a year, putting over 20,000 miles on it, it still drives like it is a brand new car. I have had no maintenance on this car. The only maintenance that I've had to do, which is going to be on every single car no matter what you have, is a tire rotation. Second thing, it's very easy to clean, not just the seats, but the overall car. There's not a lot of moving parts in here. There's like no buttons. So it's very simple, simplistic, and very easy to clean. I literally come in here once a week and wipe down my seats. As you guys can see back here, the seats are extremely white, and I drive this thing every single day, and even my driver's seat pretty much looks brand new. I just get a baby wipe and I wipe it down, like I said, about once a week, maybe every 10 days or so, and it cleans up really easily. Not only the seats, but you can vacuum this car really easily. The floor mats, you just brush them off and you're good to go. Third thing is, people love it. Like I had an AMG before, which was a lot more of a flashier, more expensive car, and yes, I got a lot more compliments on that car, but I'm surprised that like people are still fascinated by Teslas. Like whenever someone has not been in a Tesla before, or someone that hasn't seen the interior of a Tesla before, they're always super surprised and kind of like blown away. They always love the autopilot on there. They always ask me questions about the autopilot and if it can drive itself. For a $42,000 car, I'm actually quite surprised at how many people are like fascinated by it. No gas. I haven't been to a gas station since I sold my GTS, which was, I don't know, like 9 or 10 months ago. So I've saved a lot of money on gas, which rolls me over to my next thing about this car is for charging, I know you guys are gonna ask questions about the charging. I schedule my charge through my Tesla, so I can do it on the Tesla app, and it basically allows you to schedule when you want to charge your car. And I called SRP, which is my electric company out here in Arizona, and at least in Arizona, and I'm pretty sure in other states as well, they actually have a plan on your electric bill where it's called off-peak hours or super off-peak hours, or sometimes it's called like an EV charging plan, and they basically will give you a really cheap electric throughout the like middle of the night, which allows you to charge your car for a little bit cheaper. It's kind of like off-peak hours where they kind of want you to throttle off when everyone's using their electricity, and then in compensation for that, they will give you cheaper electric when really no one's using it. So I charge my car, I think I schedule it to start at 1 a.m. every single night, and it's fully charged by 6 a.m. the next morning, which is really convenient, and it saves me money. So rather than, I can plug it in and then it won't actually start charging until I actually want it to. So when I come home at night at like 5 or 6, I can plug it in still, but it won't charge until 1 a.m., which I actually recently discovered that, and it saved me quite a bit of money. So Scheduling maintenance is very easy as well, mainly because there's only like a couple moving parts on this car. So when there is maintenance, it's really only like one of 10 possible things that can happen. So it's very convenient and it's very streamlined. If you do have to go and get something repaired, like I'm changing my cabin filter tomorrow, and I literally just went on my app, schedule it. They're actually driving out to my property and doing it on the spot. The last thing that I do want to talk about, because I know a lot of people, this is what I always get asked, is it an inconvenience to have to charge? I have had very, very few instances where having to charge my car has either caused disruption in my schedule or just been a pain in the ass. As long as you plan ahead, and as long as if you know you have to drive 150 miles the next day and you're on 50 miles, as long as you remember to charge the night before, you shouldn't have a problem. I drive a lot. Like I said, I put 20,000 miles on this car in 1 year, and I haven't had more than like 3 annoyances where I'm like, dang, I can't do this because I have to charge my car. As long as you schedule and plan ahead, it's fairly easy to work around the schedule. And even for people that do a lot of inner city driving like myself, it hasn't been an inconvenience. All right, my camera is overheating in my Tesla, so I'm gonna come in here and finish the video real quick. The only 3 negatives after 12 months that I can think of. The first one may not even be a negative, but Tesla rolled out their actual own insurance, which has a safety score in your car, and it basically will give you a monthly premium every single month, depending on how you drove the previous month. This started out really good for me. It was like $76 a month, and the way that I drive, I'm now up at like $130 a month. So it fluctuates, which is good and bad. If you drive like really, really, really slow and really safe, you can probably have actually some good savings on your insurance. But if you drive like me, who's kind of like not swerving through lanes, I wouldn't say unsafe, but I'm a little bit more of an aggressive driver, it's actually costing me more money than my previous insurance. So that's one thing you want to look for. The second thing is cabin filters. It's actually quite a common problem. Tesla on their website recommends changing it every 2 years, but I live in Arizona where it's extremely dusty and you use the AC every single day of the year pretty much. So my cabin filter, they say, is about every 11 to 12 months they recommend to replace it. Mine started smelling like, how you can tell it needs to be replaced is basically, it's a very, very common issue, like I said, is your car starts to smell like mildew for no reason, and it is the cabin filter, and it's a sign that it needs to be replaced. So mine actually started smelling like mildew whenever I turn on my car for the first like 2 minutes the AC was running, about a month ago. So I'm actually getting that replaced tomorrow, like I said, and it's $136 to replace that, or I can do it myself, but I'm just paying someone else to do it. The third one is the cost to purchase a Tesla. I got really fortunate. I bought my Tesla when they're still $40,000, and they are now at $47,000, which is a 17% increase year over year. I bought it a year ago. I looked on the website today. It's $47,000 to pretty much get the exact same car that I got. So that's unfortunate, and I do believe they're going to continue to increase in price just because the demand is so high. But if you can afford it, it's a tremendous car. It will save you money in other aspects like maintenance and gas prices. So I still do recommend getting a Tesla. And that is pretty much it on the 1 year update, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any other questions, you guys can always message me on Instagram or just comment down below. I'm more than happy to help you guys out. Be sure to follow me on TikTok. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. Those links are down below. And if you guys are looking to sell your house here in Arizona, I am a licensed real estate agent. I'd love to help you guys sell your property. So message me if you guys are interested in any real estate related aspects out here in Arizona. I'll see you guys soon, and thanks for watching.